My mom and I are very close. Growing up, I learned so much from her. I have a little brother who has autism, and she forewent having a career, any kind of work outside the home, just so she could be home with us and take care of my brother. And I think what I learned from her was dedication. She was dedicated to us, and nothing could have taken her away from us. And I think that as a parent now, I remember what she did and what she sacrificed, having a life outside of the home to be with my brother because he needed so much supervision. I see that, and then I try to have that same sacrifice for my children. I have so many. She plays piano and she sings beautifully, and just every Christmas we would sit around the piano and she would play Christmas carols like Jingle Bells, Oh Christmas Tree, stuff like that, and I would just make her play them over and over and over again, and no matter how many times she played them, she would just keep going. And we would sit there, and that's probably one of my happiest memories because she was so happy when she was playing the piano, so she was just joyful too. As a role model for my children, I think it's important just to instill core values in them, to make them understand that there's things in life that they are in complete control of and that they are in charge of the person that they're going to become in life. It's up to them to, project to their community, to their surroundings, their values and what they represent, and they're completely in charge of it. Well, I firmly believe that a child must eat breakfast before they go to school. I'm a former teacher, and I could tell which students did not eat breakfast. And so even if I don't feel like waking up, I will get up, and even if it's frozen, something, I'll stick it in the microwave, make sure they eat and have their milk, and go to school. Also, I think that a sense of normalcy, a sense of routine is important for kids. Every night, even if my husband's not home from work, he works odd hours because he's a doctor, so sometimes he'll be at the hospital till midnight, but even if it's just myself and my two kids, we sit around the table when we eat, and we don't sit in the living room from the TV. Or we might do that at lunchtime maybe, but at dinner time, I always try to make sure that we have a fairly traditional dinner. When I was in the 4th grade, there was an essay contest at my school, and what you had to do was write about an essay about milk. And it was a nationwide contest, and I wrote, I was such a little nerd, I wrote an essay about a planet where there was no milk, and everyone on the planet had osteoporosis, but I don't even think I knew the word for it. I was like, oh, they've got creaky bones or whatever. And I won the essay contest, and I won it for the state. I didn't win it nationally. So I got all these, I don't remember what they said. I don't know if we had got milk. I think that was already the campaign, but I'm not sure because I'm 35 now, but I think it was still around. And I got all these stickers that had milk on them. And I remember that was my favorite prize. I also got to travel to the state capitol and receive an award and all this stuff, but the stickers were my favorite thing. And and I mean, it's just a funny memory to look back on because that's my first recognition as a writer. And that was part of the thing. My mom is uber health conscious, and up to the point where, I mean, back in the 80s before people were eating veggie burgers and stuff, she would make burgers in the food processor that were red beans and rice, but it looked like a hamburger. And so she was very into health, and she would make sure that we had enough milk a day, or our servings of milk. Even if, with me, I loved chocolate milk, I didn't like white milk, and that was always a fight, but she would make sure, that she would put maybe a little bit of chocolate milk in with a full glass of, vitamin D white milk. Probably, as far as being a healthy role model, also, now that I'm done having children, probably, I'm trying to get all the baby weight off. So now I'm finally getting into a healthier exercise routine and things like that. And I bought one of those Family Move DVDs, and we do that together. The 4-year-old does. The 1.5-year-old just sits on the side, but different things like that. Thank you, Mom, for being a wonderful role model and for instilling all kinds of great core values in my life and for sacrificing so much of yourself for my brother and I. I appreciate it.